determine the overall philosophy or the person who created it. So there are a lot of, when I give you some of the examples of interventions, I put in parentheses next to it the name of the person who started the intervention or something like that. It's amazing how many interventions or treatments started with one person and the research they were doing or the treatment that they say that they have. Sometimes this is a cue to think, if there's one person and there is still only one person talking about it, what does that mean? So you need to think about, what's going on. So what do they believe was the origin of ASD? A lot of things, when you look at an intervention or a treatment, it tells you a lot about where they think or how they think it is a disorder in the first place. So that's one of the biggest things that we decided to look at when we were thinking about categories, because people start from a standpoint of how they think or what they think is the reason for autism, and then they create a treatment or an intervention. So if you think about it in those terms, this is kind of bothering me. Is it bothering other people? No, sorry. Okay. I have auditory things. Okay, and then how do they believe that children with ASD will demonstrate improvement? So one of the things when, it's kind of, you think about anybody that advertises something that they provide, they tell you up front what they think that they can do and improve. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because you have to be able to explain what you are doing for your intervention or treatment, but it goes right along with how they think that the disorder is caused or started or that sort of thing in the first place. And how, what's the best word, where are they going with what they think their treatment is? It kind of goes back to, do they think they can cure? But also, how quickly are they thinking? Do they say do 70 treatments and you're going to be fine? Or, do they say you need to do this amount of work? Or, those types of things. So you really are thinking about how they're saying that it works and what it takes to do it. That all fits into their philosophy of where they think autism is originating. So then we're looking at the research support. So you kind of think about, first of all, I just need to understand the purpose, okay? Look at those things. Then you need to start looking at what's the research that's been done. So you have these two areas of the amount of research and then the legitimacy of the sources of where you're getting that information about the research or about the intervention period. So you're looking at, are they providing, are there a lot of research studies that have been conducted over, I'm so sorry, I got a sip of water. I like this, I say over a many years, that was good. Over a many years, a lot of years or many years. That's one indication right away. How new is the intervention? When did it start? When did they start looking into providing the intervention, working with people, and what research has been done since then? When you're looking at how many people are involved in the research studies, this is the thing about repetition of studies, as well as it's not only the person that has come out with the intervention that has done the studies, right? Because legitimacy comes from when other people repeat the same types of studies, get the same results as the person who started it. So you're looking at, do we have like a really wide range of people who have done studies and they're all coming out with similar evidence as the person who started it. One thing too that is very interesting in this is looking at, sometimes you meet people who have created an intervention and they're doing, it's doing so well and they're so busy, and other people come to them and say, can we conduct research on your intervention because we believe in it and we want to get more people using it, but we need to study the effectiveness and see what we can actually say about this intervention. And that's a really neat thing to see happen with some of the interventions that are out there, that other people are even starting the research. The person who came up with it in the beginning isn't even the person starting the research. So that's pretty cool. So this is the most technical I get here. But you look at, you got large group, small group, and then single case study. And this is, the more people that you do research with and get similar results, obviously the stronger you have in significance, right, for saying that you make a difference. The thing about autism is that a lot of our research has to be single case study, because you can't, every kid is so different. They're all in such different environments. You can't eliminate all the variables and make some type of control group, right? They're so different. So it takes longer in some cases to legitimize some interventions, because you have a study with 3 people, you have a study with 10 people, you have a study with 4 people. And so it takes longer to get to that point. So you take that into consideration over the time that the intervention has been out.